Hi, I'm Don Seamons, and I am the blogger behind healthb2bmarketing.com, and I'm also the owner of Lumeno Marketing, a health B2B marketing agency. And I am at Health B2B Mecca, HIMSS11 in Orlando. And thankfully, after a long day on the show floor, I'm in my hotel room recharging my batteries for tomorrow. But before I call it a day, I wanted to share one marketer's perspective on how well the exhibit went at HIMSS11 today. You know, the first impression that I got when I walked through the door was that it was a typical HIMSS. You know, 900 vendors, everyone putting their best foot forward. A lot of time and expense went into getting to the show. But a couple of organizations stood out. One organization was Ingenix. There are a number of big organizations like GE, like Seamons, like Allscripts, like McKesson, who always stand out at HIMSS and who always do a good job. And I think Ingenix is getting to that point right now. They've tripled the size of their booth. They've got a great electronic sign that's probably, I don't know, 50 feet long, and just did a really good professional job. And I would put them in the same league as those other four organizations who did draw a lot of people. I also had a chance to talk to some Highland Software people. Highland Software, I believe, has one of the best booths in the business. It's so recognizable. It's the on-base sports bar. They're also doing some great work in terms of their social media activities here at HIMSS. Another organization who did a great job in trying to bring people in is Lawson. Lawson had a stage and they brought in some acrobats. And I didn't stick around long enough to figure out how the acrobats were part of a theme, but there sure were a lot of people watching them and trying to just enjoying the show. But by far the best organization in terms of great marketing ideas and great marketing execution was CDW Healthcare. CDW had a relatively large booth, probably a 200 to 250 square foot booth. But one thing that they did was they had a TV set or a talk show set in their booth. They had a couple of cameras, they had a couple of audio guys, a producer, and they had monitors all over their booth. And they broadcast these TV shows throughout their booth, live TV shows, I think every half hour. And they were so well done. They hired a talk show host who did a great job. They prepped their people really well. It was very well scripted, not a glitch in the performances at all. And then once the interviews were over, the talk show host would get up and he'd interact with the audience and give away prizes and talk about some of the things that CDW offers. So I think by far the CDW booth was the best booth that I've seen at HIMSS this year, and probably at any HIMSS that I've been to, and I've been to 4 of them. Kudos to CDW for a job well done. I also want to give kudos to a new friend of mine, John Lynn, who goes by @TechGuy in the Twitter sphere. He organized a new media meetup, and it was sponsored by MedDecision and Osmosis, and it was hosted in MedDecision's booth. It was a great opportunity to meet with a lot of people from the Twitter sphere who I've only seen, you know, little 70 by 70 pictures of, but had a good chance to meet them face to face. It was a great tweet up, and so kudos to John, kudos to MedDecision, and kudos to Osmosis. Over the next few days, I'll be posting some interviews with marketing leaders from organizations like Topline MD, from YourNursesOn.com, from Highland Software, from Intelligent Insights, Atlas Business Solutions, and Navinet. So, more to come.